talking real estate. Right now, in particular, international buyers, joined by Elena Lau from Union Real Estate in Newton. Thanks for stopping by, Elena.
No, thank you for having me.
Now, when it comes to international buyers, there's some perceived hurdles, I guess you could say, when it comes to maybe language barriers or lack of knowledge of marketplace if they're coming from outside the country. How do you handle that with your clients?
Well, first of all, I just need to understand their needs and what they are looking to purchase. And then I will explain to them about like the different towns. They're usually looking for towns that have good school system for their children. Or they are just buying for investment purposes. So depending on what they are looking for, then I can guide them. So one of the challenges or hurdles that we may have is the language barrier. Sometimes I may need a translator. Sometimes they may not be familiar with the financing program if they need financing. So then I have to put them in touch with a reputable lending so that they were well versed with the foreign nationals programs. So things like that, and then I will walk them through the whole home buying process here in the U.S.
Now, it's a kind of a hot topic right now. A lot of people are talking about international buyers coming into the Boston market due to the fact we have great schools, hospitals, culture. It's all here. Do you see a balance between people coming to move here as their primary residence and investment properties, or is it leaning one way over the other?
So most people are looking for their children. So either they already have an assigned school that they are particularly going to, then they are looking mainly for that. They are focusing mostly on the education part.
Sure, It's a good place to go to school.
Right.
I'm sure a couple big name universities around here.
That's right.
On the lending side, I know that there are some hurdles. Occasionally, it's tough or harder to get finances in place. Are you seeing most international buyers buying with cash or a fair amount borrowing as well?
For the most part are being cash, but with the restriction that nowadays China has with the $50,000 limit, then I can see some challenges for certain buyers. So that's why they are looking for alternative like getting a loan. So, but usually they have all the paperwork ready, so it's not a challenge, just a part of the procedure. It's not like cash that you can close in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, don't want to get into too much detail, but
Right.
For the person that is coming into the country looking to buy property and watching this video, you got to be careful. Now they limit you what you can bring into the country per person. So something you want to think about. Or make sure your resources are in place, so to say. Of course.
So my first question is that, like not getting into too much detail of their financing part, but all I ask is that, do you have all the funds ready here in a U.S. bank account?
It's the main driver, especially from your side of the fence.
Correct.
You get your fingers crossed. Please
Right.
have it in line.
Yeah, so and I told them like, because many foreign buyers are sensitive, or I should say everyone's sensitive with their financial, and then they don't want to disclose how much they really have. But I do warn them that like by the time they're ready to put an offer, they will have to give me a proof of funds. So at least they know that they will have to show somehow how much cash they have.
And I know you deal with a lot of buyers from China and that region of the world. For those that are still over there, you must face some interesting challenges just from a time zone perspective.
Correct. So I do stay up late just to service them. And then like usually either we talk over the phone or we just like message through WeChat, which is a messaging system similar to iMessage or whatnot.
Much easier to do with one eye open lying in bed at 2 in the morning, right?
Correct.
Resources for international buyers out there, are there any specific spots that they can go that can help them buy?
Well, like you definitely need someone that is well versed with the international market, because they come with different culture and knowledge. I'm part of this nonprofit organization named Asian Real Estate Association, and then we provide resources in the way that majority of our members are realtors. So many of them come with the knowledge of either like the Asian market, or they have the language accessibility, whether it is Korean, Chinese, Japanese, or Indian. So we do have those members that could serve that market.
Very cool. Well, if you are in the market in the Boston area, coming in from outside the country, and would like to connect with Elena directly, you can go to her website. I believe it's unionrealestatellc.com,
That's
right?
correct, yeah.
And remember, we have more real estate tips just like this one right here on boston.com.